Hey everybody, it's the FlingGolf fanatic, Adam Lavelle. I'm just coming before you guys today to promote the game that I've fallen in love with quicker than I've ever fallen in love with any other sport or game or activity in my life. FlingGolf. Now you're gonna have to pardon a little bit of traffic noise. I'm from Hershey, Pennsylvania. I live right smack between Chocolate Avenue and Dairy Road, and in the middle of those two roads lie my abode. So there might be a little bit of traffic noise here or there, but I'm a loudspeaker and I'll come across to you. Coming from you from my front porch here in Chocolatetown, USA, to tell you why you should be playing Fling Golf. Look, I just had a friend say to me, a professional wrestler friend named Eddie Smooth, that he's not much of a golfer, but wow, does Fling Golf look fun. That's your number one reason. It is a pile of fun, and if there's anything we need in this post-pandemic world, it's more fun. And this is one way, Fling Golf is one way to get you out there having that fun. It doesn't matter if you're a golfer. It really doesn't. This is a version of golf. This is a hyphenated, a different version of golf. But it doesn't matter if you hate golf, if you've never played golf, you can do this. You can go out there. I had a lady at work the other day watching my videos, and she said to me, this looks like a way that I could relieve some of my stress. Well, right, there's another reason you should be playing Fling Golf. You take the ball in this and you run, and as you learn to run, because you can do it, I had to learn how to run into my shots. At first I was just standing still and hopping like a silly jackrabbit, and then I started to take a few steps into it, and then I eventually learned to run and throw it. And that's how I got up to 200 yards. And whether you can get to 200 yards or not doesn't matter, because it can be a stress reliever, a fun stress reliever. How about that? How about some exercise? Boy, if there's a reason for every one of us today to get out there and start playing some Fling Golf, it is exercise. All of us, just about all of us, either you bodybuilders and you CrossFitters and all of you fitness maniacs, go ahead and roll your eyes and tell us how it's done. But for the most part, all of us could use more exercise. So go to the course, forego the golf cart, forego it. Take the courage to be a walker. Okay, now I'm not saying you can't ride a golf cart. If that's what you want to do, you knock yourself out. If it's going to get you out there on the course playing golf, you go for it. But if you want some more exercise and some more sun, don't forget the sunblock, because I'm telling you, you are going to need it. Get out there and get some exercise. 18 holes is a nice bit of exercise. Me and my wife did over 100 holes over a 3-day weekend, and let me tell you, at 51 years old, we were feeling it the next couple of days. So, maybe you don't want to push it that much, but it is a way to get some fun and exciting exercise, just walking around to where your flings go until you get to your holes, and around 9 to 18 holes or more is going to get you some amazing exercise. How about doing it for your mental stability? Let me tell you what I'm talking about. I work a job that is a 6 to 7 day a week job, 8 hours every day, oftentimes 0 days off. 0. My wife works at the same place that I do, and she is currently on a working roll of, it has to be 5 months in a row without a day off. Now, she did have the holiday off most recently on a 3-day weekend, so that's not completely fair. But generally, she hasn't had a real day off in months. That wasn't a holiday or something. And we love our job. We're happy with our job. We want to stay at our job until we retire, but boy, do we need a break from it. Boy, does our mind need to think about something other than work. And rather than sitting around watching syndicated television series, The Big Bang Theory for the 800th time in a week, we can actually get out of the house. As my dad used to say, have the stink blown off of you. Go outside and have the stink blown off of you. Dad had all kinds of sayings. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, or I would love to have him try this, even though he was crippled as a young boy and didn't walk very well. Hopefully my dogs don't go off here, folks. If they do, please forgive me and bear with me. I have them out here on the porch with me. It's a gated-in porch. But I would have loved for my dad to try this, at least the flinging part. If he didn't want to walk, 9 or 18 holes, that would have been understandable. But I would have loved to see, and he was a big man, upper body, built similar to me. I would have loved to see what he could do. But man, go out there, have the stink blown off of you, refresh your mind, think about something other than work or drama at home or finances or whatever. Because there's a lot of affordable courses out there. I have 2 in my area. Spring Creek right down the road, beautiful 9-hole course, par 4, is $15 for a round. Beaver Bend par 3 is a beautiful course, 18 holes, short holes, for I think it's $12 or $13 for a round, $20 to play all day. All day. You can come and go as much as you please for $20. That's pretty impressive. But no, refresh your mind. Get out there. Feel good. Physically, mentally. That's an incredible 2 reasons right there to play. So we've given you, 4 or 5 reasons already that should be making you jump up from what you're doing. Order yourself a Fling golf club. Look, some people are saying, oh, I don't know if I want to pay that price. Me and my wife recently priced cheap golf clubs for her, for a woman, at Dick's Sporting Goods and other places that we could find. I mean, these golf shops were selling used pings and what have you for $1,000. I mean, for crying out loud. Dick's had, I believe they were Wilson women's clubs, 13 clubs in a bag for $250. Look, for less than that, you can get this here, this Stinger. Beautiful club. I had it custom to match my Chevy Trailblazer, my Oasis Blue Chevy Trailblazer. I'm not making any money right now selling these guys. I'm not working officially for the company. They're not paying me to do this. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this out of love. When I gain a passion for something, I go full bore, all out, nonstop. And so that's what I'm doing for Fling Golf. Go out there, spend a few dollars, okay? If you don't have it, God bless you. Prayers are with you. But if you can swing it, put it on a charge card or whatever, increase your credit by making those minimum payments and get it jacked up there. That's what I had to do to buy the house I'm sitting at right now. My credit was just okay. I had to get it jacked up, got a few cheap credit cards, paid the minimum payments for a year and jacked my credit score up pretty good just by doing that. And it's worth it to have a high credit score and to get into the game of Fling Golf. So what I was saying with the price, you get 1 club and that's all you got to carry around. This is light as a feather. I cannot tell you how light these are. And that's all you got to carry around the course because you got your little putter right here. That's what you putt with. They give you a little sack. You can put 2 balls in, set in that channel to make it a little weight to it, and putt. Just putt with that. Or, like I do, put the ball in the channel and just fling or swing a tiny little bit. If I got a distance putt, that's how I putt. I'm not a good putter. I need to work on it. I will work on it. I'm looking at buying one of those home putting things. But that works for me. I get a lot closer to the pin when I'm way off of it on the green going that way than I do putting long distance. Way better. But you can do that. Another reason, and I think this might be a separate video, but I'm just going to touch on it here. You can create your own style. Look, this is something you absolutely cannot do in golf. I mean, to a small degree. But in golf, if you don't have your hands placed right, if you don't have your shoulders placed right, if you don't have your feet planted right, you're not going to be a very good golfer. You're going to be frustrated, and all the golf snobs are going to laugh at you. I mean, they laugh at us Fling golfers too, but check out my last video on why golf snobs need to lighten up. See why they're out of their mind and wrong. But with Fling golf, you can really create your style. How do you want to fling? Sidearm, overhand, walk into it, run into it, stand still, and live with the fact that it'll be a little shorter, but accurate. Nobody. There goes my dogs. I hoped wouldn't happen. Hey, guys, lighten up. That's another way. You can create your own style, and it's fun. It's unique. It's different. You can be out there trying to figure out, how do I want to do this? Go to the driving range to figure it out. Okay? If you never do get distance down, go to par 3 courses. There's a lot of fun there, and a lot of distant golfers, meaning guys who can get up there and grab their big ping driver with the head the size of my head on it, practically ridiculous how big some of these drivers are getting. It's insane. And hit their 300, 350-yard drives, and be all impressed with themselves. A lot of these guys, no, not all of them, but a lot of these guys then can't play the short game to save their life. They can't chip, they can't putt, they can't. So if you go to a par 3 course and develop your short game, you're already better than 50% of the golfers out there today. I'm talking about your everyday golfers. You're already going to be better because a lot of them only want to work on their drives because that's what impresses people, you know? So get out to a par 3 course. There's a perfect one here in Hummelstown, Pennsylvania, down the road from Hershey. I put them over before. If you want to go someplace fun when you're in the Hershey area other than Hershey Park, Beaver Bend par 3 golf course. It's minutes from Hershey Park. I'm 2 minutes, 3 minutes from Hershey Park. It's 18 holes, anywhere from 35 yards up to 81 yards, all par 3s, and it's perfect to get this down. Until you're ready to go further distance, get to a par 3 course and just work on what you can work on. It's wonderful. This would be how every par 3 course doesn't have a set of these to rent is beyond me. People love it, and I think it would go over big. I should approach Beaver Bend about renting them, but again, I don't sell or rent these. I'm not in the business of going around doing that, but I would if I could. Multiple reasons to play Fling Golf. I'm sure I'm missing them. I'm sure I'm missing some. I'm certain that I am, but I don't really, when I shoot my videos, guys, I don't prepare a script. I don't really sit down. I like to be off the cuff. When I was in drama school, drama class, I went to college, not drama school, but when I had drama class at Penn State University, I excelled at, now I'm forgetting what the word's called, but when you are off the cuff, whenever don't have to follow a script. You know, you can just be who you are. When I was in the world of professional wrestling, same thing. You know, give me a microphone and let me talk. Don't tell me what I have to say. So now the weakness to that is I may miss a few things. I may have included some things if I've been better prepared script-wise than I would just going off the cuff. But there's so many reasons to get into this game. Spending time with your family. I mean, how many of us don't do enough of that? I mean, just because of work and other commitments that we have to be a part of, we don't spend enough time with our family. Me and my wife, we spend lots of time together. We work at the same place, different departments, but the same place. But this is getting us really fun and interesting times together. My dogs are getting ready to go off again. I should have left them in the house. Spend time with your children, whether they live at home or whether they don't. Me and my wife can't wait to take our daughter, who's in her 30s, out. Even though she's probably going to play with her regular club. She's a very petite girl and doesn't have a lot of confidence that she'll be able to throw this, but I'll talk her into trying it. You'll see. Maybe she'll even let me film her. Maybe. But then you all fall in love with her, and she'll have to deal with that, possible stalkers, and I'm not kidding. But we're going to go out with her and her fiance and spend some time doing this. We never get a chance to do anything like that. We really don't. I mean, she has her own life, businesswoman, doing big things. But we're going to get a chance to do that because she wants to. We'll get off on the course together. My brother and sister will get into it. Again, my friends in the wrestling business, some of them retired that I don't get to see anymore, are asking me about this. Wait till you see. I'm in negotiations with a professional wrestler. You can Google this guy. Look him up on here. Look him up on Twitter, on Facebook. Mark Hazel, the Red Scorpion. This guy never made it to WWE or anywhere like that. Unfortunately, I don't understand why. But this guy is jacked to the gills. I'm trying to talk him into coming out with me, trying this out, and getting you a video on how a gigantic dude with arms the size of a tree does with flinging the golf course. Same way with my professional wrestling friend Eddie Smooth, a professional wrestling friend of mine named the Hitman, Mr. Grimm. They're all working on with me. I'm also trying to work out a deal with the Hershey Bears, American Hockey League club, that a couple of their guys might come out with me and try it. Now, they said it might have to wait till closer to the next season, which is October. And because those guys are done playing and they sparse back to wherever they're from, and not all of them from this area. And finally, there's a wrestling company, not WWE or AEW, there's another company who's on TV regularly, who I'm working with. I don't want to say until I've worked the deal out. They are communicating with me about giving me some of their wrestlers to try this out. So, hey, get into this because it fires you up like it does me. If there's any chance any of you could play this game and be made more happy and excited the way I have been, or even just a smidgen of what I've gotten, it'll be worth it. I mean, it could change your mood. I wanted to say life, but I don't want to go overboard. But if it makes you as happy as it does me, it could change your life. Because here's what I was doing. I work 6-7 days a week, right? Like I said earlier. So third shift, overnight. 10:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. Ugh. Just don't have the seniority to get on first shift. And I'm not going to say I was depressed or anything like that, but when you work 6 or 7 days a week overnight, you just don't feel like doing much. There's not much that motivates you to get out of the house. You come home, you're sweaty, you get a shower, you turn on the TV for an hour until you zonk out, you wake up, now you got to eat supper, and you just end up turning on the TV and lounging around because, not necessarily because you're lazy, but because you really don't know what to do. And if you did, you don't know if you want to do it because you only got a couple hours before work. Just unmotivated, sitting around waiting on the next work day to get here. That was me, okay? Then I got into this. Now I'm going to the driving range after I get home, before I go to bed, or I go once I wake up. I'm going to go play 9 to 18 holes, depending on, how, like right now, I think it's close to 6 o'clock. I have 4 hours till I have to leave. Now I only have 2.5 till it gets dark. But if you think I'm not going to get up and go to these courses and do things, go to the driving range on a work day, you're crazy. Because I work every day. And I am not going to miss out on playing this game because of work. I'm not going to go without sleep or anything like that. That'd be foolish. But I'm now motivated to do something outside of work other than sit in a chair flipping the TV channels around. And it's changed my life to a degree. It's just motivated me more. It's made me more happy to have something to look forward to outside of work. What am I going to do when cold gets here? I don't know. Be bummed out again, I guess. Hey! Sorry, guys. I have got a pool table downstairs, full-size regulation pool table in my basement, so I'll be playing that in the winter. Not the same. Not the same. But it's fun, and it's something to do. But no, many reasons to go play FlingGolf. Go check it out. Try it out. Do whatever you want. Soon, I think every place is going to be renting these, so you won't have an excuse not to try it. Go to your driving range and ask them to rent them. Say, look, I want to try this. Could you go to FlingGolf.com and look into renting the Fling sticks? Just 2 or 3 of them. There's only a total of 4. A couple $100, less than $1,000, and they could have all 4 of these, and they'd make a killing on them, right? They're going to rent them to people who just want to see what it's about. I know they are. So if you go to your driving ranges and request them, ask them to do that, please. The more of you do that, the greater chance that'll happen. You can try it and realize what I'm saying. FlingGolf is the best golf, and you all need to be playing. I'm sorry this is almost 18 minutes long, but when I'm trying to get somebody hyped up about something that I love this much, I'm going to meander on, and I hope something I've said here has convinced you to get out on the links and be part of the future of the fairway. FlingGolf. I'll check you later. I'll see you later. Check you later. I guess maybe if we play hockey, I'll check you later. Check me out later on my next video, please. That'll be coming up in a day or two. Again, I'm Adam Lavelle, and I am the FlingGolf fanatic.